am Cheryl at Providence Pilates, and this is Gina. She's going to be my demonstration person to talk about neutral pelvis. So right now I have Gina lying on her back, which is supine, with her knees bent, her feet flat, her knees are parallel, and her feet are pretty close towards her bottom, not too close, but not way too far away. And at the moment, Gina's in what I would consider a neutral pelvis. Her hip bones and her pubic bone are in the same plane. To demonstrate the differences between not being a neutral pelvis, we're going to do what you call a posterior tilt first, or a tuck of the tail. So if Gina had a marble right between her belly button and her pubic bone, I want her to roll this marble towards her belly button and curl her tail. She really has to grip in her glute muscles almost too much to get this real tuck. Can you get a little bit more? She's going to feel abdominal work here pulling in, but she's going to really be tucking from her bottom. And now when she comes back to the middle and rolls that marble back into its neutral place, she'd be in a neutral pelvis. The opposite of that is an anterior tilt. So that means that she's going to arch her back. This is really, really uncomfortable. It could put her back into a spasm. It really feels bad. It's hard to get that abdominal engagement. And then she's going to roll the marble back to neutral and find her middle of the road. So once again, I'm going to have her curl her tail, roll the marble towards the belly button, come back to center, arch the back, curl the marble towards the pubic bone, and come back to center. This would be where she'd be neutral pelvis. If I asked Gina to put the base of her hand at her hip bones and her fingers near her pubic bone, it should form a triangle that's level. It's like a piece of paper that's balanced. So Gina, on your own, can you curl your tail and feel your fingertips come above the hip, the hand, the base of the hand? So that's tucked again. Go back to center, and then do the opposite of that. So her fingertips are below the base of the hand and come back to center. And this is where we want to work when we're doing all of our exercises. Bring your arms by your side, Gina. So if I ask Gina to lift her head, neck, and shoulders into flexion, I want her to keep this neutral pelvis and find that place right there and lower back down. A lot of times what happens is people lift up, but they curl the tail. Can you do what a lot of our clients do sometimes when they curl and hold? Yep, and then lower back down. So we really want to work on keeping this pelvis stable and level, back of the tailbone anchored on the mat, and find that again, Gina. Come up with that neutral pelvis. Scoop in here, soften the ribs here, reach, 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 and then lower back down. And then when you're done, you can hug your knees into your chest. Sometimes you just need to stretch out your back a little bit after that, and you can relax.